Hi, I'm Karina, and I'm the one who's born in Arkansas.
I'm Natalie. I'm the one who was born in Germany.
I'm Nikki. I'm the one who was born in Florida. Did you guys know that?
No, no idea.
All the secrets come out.
I'm not surprised you're keeping that a secret.
Sorry, Florida.
I'm a little confused about this website. So just so you guys, do you want me to open mine? Like I went to weirdwealth.com and then it takes me to Fetish Finder. And I have to agree. It says Fetish Finder is only for users school at 18 years of age or older. By clicking agree and continue, you acknowledge you're 18 years or older and agree to our terms. Okay, so then you get on this site and it tells you you can view, buy, and sell fetish content.
Weirdwealth.co.
Yeah.
Welcome to the world.
But look on it, like it immediately takes you to a fetish website.
Look at this. Money spent 5 million plus.
Oh, there you go.
Sell content. Buy view. Ew. Do you want to click on just the view to see what's happening?
I know. Click and sell.
I don't know. I don't want to stop
Click on any of
Welcome to Fetish Finder. To greatly increase the ability for sellers to make sales, we're now starting a subscription of $4.99 per month or $14.99 per year for all new sellers.
$14.99 per. Oh, they're charging us that.
They want to.
Jerks.
Wait, the sellers? So if you want to sell content, you have to first subscribe and pay.
$14.99 per year.
Well, that's okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. We will use these funds to launch major marketing campaigns to attract new buyers for you. The monthly subscription will also ensure an amazing. Do you want to hear what ChatGPT has to say about Fetish Finder and if it's a good way to use money?
I would like to hear then what Alex AI has to say about that.
Oh, we can do that too. Okay. Is Fetish Finder a legit way to make money? Oh my gosh, if this ruins my GPT algorithm.
There's a solid chance.
That's a really good question.
Wow, really great question. So insightful.
The honest answer is maybe.
The honest answer is maybe. Come the fuck on.
But with big caveats. Fetish Finder can be a way to make money, but it's risky, niche, and not guaranteed. You'll want to go in with your eyes open. Here's a breakdown of
Because it's a fetish site.
Yeah. It's a marketplace focused on fetish kink content rather than general adult content. Creators upload content, accept custom requests, and set prices. The platform typically handles payment processing. Okay, hang on. What's the site that allows me to sell sweaty socks? There are actually several websites and marketplaces specifically built for selling worn items like socks, including silly socks. It's a whole fetish submarket. Here are the common platforms. Okay, copywriter. If you had to guess at what a great website name would be for selling something like smelly socks, underwear, pantyhose.
Let's see.
I'm so good.
Personalscent.com.
Sweaty balls.
Musk.com.
It's one word. Us first one. It's so great.
Swexy.
Sniffer.
Oh, that's kind of site.
All things worn.
All things worn.
Socks shop. Sock smell marketplace. Feet finder. Etsy with caution on your way for your designers to. Some sellers get away with selling novelty or cosplay worn socks by describing them carefully, but Etsy bans fetish and used clothing sales explicitly.
Interesting.
Okay, I have concerns about the site.
I don't think it should be a website or podcast.
No.
Why did we get on this?
Because I was really curious about businesses that supposedly don't require effort. And remember we had talked a little bit about it and how people are selling pictures of their feet. People are selling, what else are they selling? Their sweaty stuff. So, I don't know. Let's move forward.
So, why do you think we mesh so well?
The three of us?
Uh-huh.
3 is a weird number.
It's a very weird number. I feel like you don't see that working very often.
Right.
That's a good question.
I think each of us brings something a little bit different to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie is very quick with ideas. She has good ideas. She has good intentions for our businesses. So it's really fun to hear her talk about what she's doing and what she thinks would be great for our businesses. Example of that is the Elle Woods thing that you did. You should explain that because it's brilliant.
Okay, so your company should have basically core values and you should train your staff on what it is. So I came up with the idea. I loved Legally Blonde. I love the idea of like somebody underestimating this little girl because of just the way she looks. And then she's actually super smart, intelligent, and also super kind and wanting to help the underdog, right? So it's like, okay, I don't want to be a boring core values type business. What would be it? So I started to think about, I don't know why. I get my best business ideas when I am running or hiking, usually running. But this came to me on a hike. Does that happen? Do you have a place where you
try not to run or hike. So no.
How are the three of us friends? Because I love it. Because I'm like, I run but don't hike, and I'm like, I refuse to do either.
No, I agree. Like in the shower.
Same thing. Shower, hiking, basically the same thing.
That's
okay. Tell it.
more water.
So your core values are.
Well, I was trying to pull up because what's so fun on this document, let's see if I can find it. So what's so fun is basically for every single core value, I have a scene. So like
that's cute.
Right. So like for when you join the company, I'm like, your first job is to watch Legally Blonde, which the guys love, but whatever. So core value number 1 is to be kind but strong. So we lead with compassion and respect, but we don't tolerate disrespect or let rejection define us. So then I talk about like how it looks like, and then I'll say like, for example, we discover another company is using our YouTube videos as part of their training for a paid program, which happens all the time. It's so frustrating. So then, we would initiate a conversation with them, like you either have to stop doing that or agree to a licensing deal with us, right? So then I have a section that says seam. Elle brings snacks to the Harvard study group and is rudely turned away. Instead of crumbling or retaliating, she studies solos and proves she belongs. Right? Or like another core value is called to make moves. We take bold action toward meaningful goals, even when it's hard, uncomfortable, or others doubt us. And the scene is when Warner belittles Elle and tells her that she isn't scholarly or smart enough to go to Harvard. She blocks out the noise, studies relentlessly, and is able to get in. No permission, just setting a big goal and making it happen. How fun is this?
I love that. I'm curious. Do you feel like you relate? Do you feel like I'm wondering, do you enjoy Legally Blonde so much because you have felt like you've been underestimated as a woman?
I wouldn't say, I don't think I necessarily identify with being underestimated as a woman. I would just say I've definitely been underestimated. Kind of like I never grew up with smarts being something that I should aim for or strive for. Like my parents, nobody encouraged me. When I told my dad I was going to college, his first response was, no, you're not. They were worried that yes. They weren't going to pay any money. School was never an issue. They never cared about report cards. It was more like, girls were for looks and for entertainment, right? It was weird. Like nobody was scholarly in my family or anything like that. So I think that for me, I just loved, and I also feel like we're always being shown like you're either like smart and studious and nerdy, or you're like fun and fashionable and whatever. And I felt like she was like the total package, right? I don't know. It's just a fun way to try to remember core values.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I was just curious.
I don't know how we got onto this.
That's basically that movie like transcends time too, because I loved it when it came out. Josh loved it when it came out. And then I recently showed it to both of my daughters and they are obsessed. They were like, and that's a pretty big generation gap. And they were just like in love with Elle Woods. And I think it's because she is kind, though people are villains to her. They're mean to her. And the people that you think you're going to hate at the end, you actually love because she's made them her friends.
Yes.
Which is exactly what she said about Spirited Away as well.
Yes. Actually, all Studio Ghibli movies are like that. Like you end up seeing that the heroine or the hero, they make these villains end up being their friends. There's something so lovely about that. And I don't feel like we do a good job of that in this current day. Like we kind of make people villains and we don't think about how could these villains actually be our friends and we could collaborate and have this wonderful thing together.
I think it seems like such a superficial movie on the front, Legally Blonde anyway. And there's so many good lessons in there. Like one of my favorite, like one of our core values is do the right thing. And I love the scene where she gets the alibi about, was it Brooke getting past?
Oh, yeah. She's getting liposuction now.
If she gets the alibi, and then the lead attorney is like, great, tell us what it is. We'll evict her. And I was like, well, no, we're not good lawyers. If like she trusted me with this secret, like we have to find a way. I'm like, yes, like just like I feel like a lot of times in this day and age, we don't do that. Yeah. So
Yeah. I don't remember how we got down this. I was talking about how wonderful Natalie
Also,
is.
have you been filming this whole time? Recording this whole time?
You betcha we have.
Oh, all right. Well,
I just kind of turn it on at this point, and I figure we'll edit out anything we really don't want to keep in here.
valid. Okay. I'm going to run a questionnaire.
oh,
Unless you
okay.
guys want to do whatever you want.
No, run a questionnaire.
This questionnaire is called the Business Besties Questionnaire.
Ooh, how well do you? Oh, it's like the dating game.
It should be. Do we want to answer for ourselves or answer for each other?
I don't know what's the first.
Here's the first question. What's your entrepreneurial superpower?
I think we can answer for ourselves.
All right, go.
I do things really fast.
You do.
You are fast.
If I have an idea, it gets implemented usually the same day, within the next hour, if possible.
It is appalling how quick you are, and I say appalling. I say jokingly, but it is deeply impressive. The night that we stayed in the same room, we went to that event in Las Vegas, and I swear to God, I went to sleep in my little queen bed, and you were at the desk across from your queen bed. I swear to God, my eyes closed, and the next morning, my eyes opened on you at that desk. Now, obviously, you had gone to bed for, I don't know, 45 minutes, but like my little eyes flutter open, and you're like, I've changed my entire business structure. I rolled it up to my team.
We should also add that this is in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Where most people are going out and like having drinks. We're in the hotel room and Karina's changing her whole
Korean is
business
changing
overnight.
your business. I'm going to bed early because that's my favorite thing.
It's true. That's a good trait for a business owner, I think, by the way. Because we just go to bed like when we're tired instead of like being like we have to stay up super late or go to bed really early. It's just like we go to bed when we're tired.
I love to sleep. Okay, well, I love that. Nikki, what's your superpower? Your entrepreneurial superpower.
My entrepreneurial superpower. I think maybe it's that I believe that anything can be figured out. Anything can be figured out. No, actually what I believe is that if it can be figured out, I can figure it out. I don't think that if there is a challenge that someone is capable of overcoming, that I am capable of overcoming. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that I will want to. You know, there's certainly some things like I don't care enough to figure that out. But I believe that if someone can figure it out, I can figure it out.
Yeah, I do. What do you
Love
think
that.
yours is, Natalie?
I would say maybe my superpower is being able to talk about complicated or high level type symptoms and complicated symptoms in a way people can understand. Basically talking to my client more as a friend, like on the same level. This is I'm doing horribly. But what I will say is a lot of people,
Ironically.
yes. You're right. A lot of people who are kind of in the teaching space or healthcare field or from some sort of studious background don't know how to talk regular. They talk in this like scholarly, intellectual type way. And I feel like maybe because I'm just not smart enough, but like I just talk.
It's not that you're smart enough. Yeah, that's not true. I feel that way about my space too. Like I'll walk into a university thing and like they start using words like pedagogy. And I'm just like, no one is saying that in the regular word. Like, please not use that. And forgive me, should I use that word, you guys?
Yeah,
Ever in SH.
exactly.
Yeah, so I don't see that
I think
happen.
that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree with what everybody says? They're superpower.
Yeah.
Or would you change it out?
Totally. I think that is true, Natalie. I think your other superpower is exceptionally good ideas. Like you're an idea generator.
You are.
You're like really, really good at idea generation. For me, I get the idea and then I'm like, let's just go. I don't like, you kind of like iterate through several ideas and then you land on the best one.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's a really good thing with you.
And I was going to say for Nikki, just like her ability to obviously make things sound great.
Yeah. I was going to say for her is Nikki understands systems better than just about anyone I know. Like when she wants to write an automated email sequence and have it all laid out perfectly, I just feel like she understands every segment of it and what a customer really wants. And I don't think you see that often in business, especially CEOs of companies. Like, boy, they really understand that system. So
You know what I would also say about Nikki though? Is that
What? Yeah, now keep going.
Stop. Okay. Um, when she feels strongly about something, she is able to communicate in a way that gets everybody to believe.
Oh, that's true.
That is so true, right? Like I would say you speak with conviction, clear
Thank you.
conviction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Agreed.
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
All right. Next one.
Next question. What's your business kryptonite? The thing that always trips you up?
I hate to say this. Oh, if anyone of you is listening,
Stop talking to the audience. That is your business kryptonite. Your inability to stay within.
okay, but really, you guys, like people. My kryptonite is people. I hate managing people.
You mean your employees or
Team members. What? Okay.
Yeah, you're not talking about
No. I love my members of my program. I adore them. And I actually love my team as well. But I don't love managing people.
Yeah, I think you can love the people that work for you, but also not enjoy the actual managing of them.
I mean, I hate that too, which is why I don't manage. I don't know what they're doing.
Problem solved. Well, so
Stop managing them.
I don't like managing, but the way that my team is structured is that I only have 2 people reporting directly to me. And those 2 people are so incredibly easy to manage.
Yeah.
They're such, my management of those 2 people, of Kate and Caitlin, is that it's more often than not like, hey, you've been putting in a lot of time. Do you need some time off? Or like, hey, you know, like my classic with Kate is like, hey, you are aiming for A+ work, and I appreciate that. Aim for B+. You're burning yourself out. Like that has been, and I probably can't take credit for that. Was not, I wouldn't say that was a strategy. It probably just fell into it more than anything else. But that has made management simple because I only manage 2 people and they are both stellar. And that has made it easy.
I agree with that.
And don't get me wrong, all the rest of my team is amazing too. But they don't directly report to me. Exactly.
I feel that way about Jenna. I guarantee you if I texted her right now and I was like, yo, testing something, she'd be like, yes.
Jenna is
like,
great.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like, how did we attract such people that are committed?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to say, I don't have that problem. I feel like all my team members are committed. I just don't want to manage them, right? Like my people, like I have the most amazing coaches. And honestly, if I texted them right now, it's like the freaking middle of the night, they also would do anything for me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that to them.
Look, that's it. I think that you have too many. I don't think you have enough layers because everybody on your team reports to you.
Yeah.
And what is that, like 12 people that report to you?
It's way more than that at this point because between the university
Yeah.
and now it's 2 companies, it is really difficult. We had layers and we got rid of them because they just were not working. I'm not saying we have to do something about that. It's just not going to happen this year. I'm just going to say that. Based on everything going on between the university and Design Suite, I'm like, there is no way we can get leadership to where it needs to be. But it did not work the first time around, is what I'm going to say. Because I think that sometimes when you're figuring things out, you put the wrong people in the wrong places. The right people in the wrong place. Wrong seat.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your business kryptonite?
I think lately, my business kryptonite has been maybe this year. It's working. I think it's been an energy management issue. I have been working so long and so much for a while. And then not recently, but I have burned myself out and then I have trouble focusing like all day. And then also too, anything that is not right with my, so we were talking about how I woke up at 4 this morning and I will probably do it again because I'm having wine again tonight, but woke up at 4 this morning, which left me a little bit sleepy today. And it should not be enough to take me off my game, but I was so unfocused all day today. And I think that is because I burned myself out. So using my energy wisely, and I have a much better understanding of it now, but I'm still trying to come back from it. Yeah. I think that's.
I have a follow-up question.
Yep.
That's a little personal.
Yeah.
So if we know like energy management problem is a kryptonite, and for example, we know like the wine is going to be the thing that's going to interfere with your sleep. Welcome to the podcast, Thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, why do you keep doing it?
I actually don't drink that often. I don't. I will drink if I go over. So I will go over to Melody's house and like I'll have a glass of wine with her. But I probably drink maybe 1 or 2 nights a week. But I definitely don't drink. I don't drink by myself at home. If I go out, or if I hang out with the book club girls, and I'll have a glass. But I definitely don't do it all that often. Like I've had a little bit of pressure you.
Because I drink.
No, it's more just like, oh, that looks nice. Like even the bourbon, I just had a little bit a couple of nights.
Yeah.
And that didn't wake me up.
Okay.
It's wine specifically for you, definitely. It might be. It depends. We'll see how the evening goes.
I'll ask the next question. Yeah, I'll pour you a bourbon.
Yeah, just a finger.
I would say, are you done with your business kryptonite?
I believe so, yes.
I think my business kryptonite is I care way too much about my members' experience.
Mhm.
Like, that sounds weird. Like, I think it's also something that makes me super great.
Yeah.
But I think that I'm able to be swayed easily
Mm.
by the squeaky wheel. Does that make sense?
Squeaky, squeaky.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the person who speaks up the most, I will let it maybe sink in, even if it's not actually reflective of the big cohort.
Do you think that that's because your background is in literal healthcare, literal caregiving for?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you want to please everybody, but also if you're dealing with like talking to somebody individually,
Yeah.
you want to be able to adapt what you're doing to help them the most. When you're doing a group program and you have the majority of people in your interest, it's kind of hard to do that, right? So, yeah,
I guess that.
Yeah.
There are things that I would change in the structure of the things that we've offered
yeah,
because I'm like, well, this is what they need. This is good for them, but business wise,
right.
it might not be the best choice,
Yeah. And I think sometimes I make business decisions that are probably great for them, but maybe not great for the bottom line.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have to consider that when you actually have a business. It
Well,
keeps
yeah,
us
'cause
happy.
Yeah, sorry, I keep interrupting.
No,
I
you're
apologize. No, you're great.
You're great. You're all great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, because the business has to go on. If you're the hard edge of it is that if you keep making decisions that undercut the business but benefit sometimes to benefit, it's like, oh, it's not a benefit they even need, but I just feel like I want to give to them.
Help them.
Yes, exactly. It would help them. Then maybe they're not even going to use it or
Right.
appreciate
More time, more money, more
Yeah.
resources. Yeah.
Yeah. But if it undercuts the business, then the business can't continue, and then you end up not helping anyone at all.
Exactly. If you don't consider the
Well, not many of us are in that place, but it's you extrapolate it out.
Yeah, sure. This next question is interesting, and I think if I thought hard about it, I would have come up with something really great. So I'm going to have to think hard about it. But what's the weirdest place you've taken a business call? Because I'm sure we've all taken a call that hasn't been ideal timing.
Yeah. I think I took one in a bathroom in Japan. Interesting. I would just like credit for the fact that I'm not going the dating game route of, you guys have seen that, like, what's the weirdest place you've ever had sex? Okay.
So yes, that was next.
Well, I mean, we could, but no, the answer, the dating game, somebody who is listening, oh, look at me, breaking that profile, will know what I'm referring to. But I just want credit for not making a dirty joke. So that's what I really want. Yeah, I actually think it was weirdest place, worst place.
I know weird is different than worst place. Yeah, just did a worst. I actually just took a business car as I was trying to check out at Aces Hardware. That's the worst place because I'm like, I am about to check out. Why am I getting this business call right now? You know what I mean? It's like really frustrating and annoying. But weirdest place, maybe just like a random bathroom in Japan when you feel like you have to just take the call because you're off by 14 hours or whatever else. So you just are like, I better take this call because
Yeah, I think like a street in Germany or Austria where the connection wasn't good. And actually, I think it was even before I was teaching people to be a copywriter, but I was trying to take a client call and like had not fully figured out how the calls worked, and Wi-Fi in Germany is not good. It's not.
Can you tell us if that's true or not, Natalie, since you lived in Germany?
When I lived in Germany, Wi-Fi
Did
was
not exist. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to how old I am. So what I will say is it wasn't really a weird place, but I think all of us as business owners have probably had to take calls at less than ideal times. So I was at one of our, like a cabin up north that we have, and there were workers inside. So it was way loud, but I had an interview on a radio show, and it was like my first radio show ever. And so Nico, I had him there was the backyard with the fenced gate. I sat in my car to take the radio call and answer questions, but in the middle of it I had to keep muting myself and yelling at Nico because he didn't know where I was, and he escaped the gate and was like looking all around for me. So I was like answering questions, muting it, saying, Nico, come here. And it was like, oh my gosh, like just like weird things. And like we can say, we've been here all week at this like amazing retreat that you've been taking calls every day in the middle of the day. Like you do what you need to do to make the business run.
Yeah, it's not the most ideal situation, but I had already
Being here with us.
well, always the ideal situation being with you guys. But I had pre-scheduled this boot camp for this week, and due just to life circumstances, we moved this a week earlier. And I was like, oh, do I move that? Do I keep it in the same week? And I was like, you know what? Natalie and Nick won't care that I'm doing calls in the middle of, I mean, we're all business owners, so you guys got it. I think if I were with other friends, I would have had to change it. It would have felt very difficult, but I felt like you guys have been so nice and accommodating. The fact that I'm going live for an hour, doing a webinar, and then I'd go to my room. And actually, everybody I've done consults with have been cool that I'm doing it in a bed. Like, hey guys, we're talking in a bed.
I honestly think they like that better. I think they like more of like, I'm a real authentic person living a real life. I'm not in some like polished, perfect.
I think they were surprised you were just wearing a sheet. That took them by surprise.
Yeah, but I mean, I just think with other friends, I couldn't have done that. It would have felt a little weird. But I mean, the point of this trip was a work trip, right? So like, I feel like every morning we've gotten up when we wanted to get up. Then someone is almost always, when I come out, sitting at the table working. I sit down, I start working for a few hours. Nikki, you were watching a webinar today, which was fascinating.
So bad.
And then I would go live, then I would take calls. And then, I mean, you had a whole bunch of stuff, Natalie, that you've been trying to get through. So I feel super grateful because it has been a work trip. We've gotten so much work done, which has been great. And yeah,
I think that's the beauty of finding people who are doing similar things to you in life and are in a similar spot, because you have so much understanding for what it requires. I think it would be really hard if you were doing this and people maybe didn't own their own business. Like, where are you going? What do you do? Like, it's amazing to me how well it all meshes and how we just like, yeah, you do your thing. But yet we all come together and are able to like watercolor or paint nutcrackers or sit at the beach,
Yeah, I think we have a similar level of seriousness in that we take our businesses very seriously, and we want to get stuff done, and we need to get stuff done. But also at a certain point, we kind of go, I can't anymore. What do you want to do? Let's go do something fun. Let's make some dinner. Let's watch a movie. So I think we balance it well. And I think we often, and maybe I'm not quite sure, maybe just luck, serendipity, that we often, our timelines are very similar. When one of us starts to, or maybe we just feed off of each other. It's when one of us starts to flag, we kind of go, oh, I'm kind of done. And then another will go, oh, I could kind of be done too. And
I thought yesterday morning, somehow we all got, I'm like, oh, let's order these outfits and clothes.
Oh, yeah, watch. Not the day I start my day, right? Natalie has this really cute outfit. And so, how did that even happen? I walk out here and you guys are looking at clothing, and suddenly I'm looking at clothing.
No, I think
you guys was like, yeah.
Was it me? Yes. I think I was wearing the outfit and you said, I want that outfit. I said, I got it here. I think.
Oh, and then we both looked it up and then I ordered stuff, which that is not how I start my day, guys.
But was it fun?
But it was amazing. And I do think breaking from the mold, I will say this, like I kind of work a really tight 7:30 to 5 p.m. Like it's pretty a tight schedule. And having the flexibility this week has been really relaxing. I've gotten a lot of work done, but I've also really gotten to enjoy Nikki and Natalie and us hanging out. So that's been it's been lovely for me.
And I think you've also done a good job taking care of first of all, you've taken care of us this week, but also you've taken care of yourself in that you're getting some good sleep. And like,
you guys, perimenopause has been really hard on me. Really hard. Like way harder than I thought it would be. My sleeping has not been great. So I have to sleep 9.5 hours to feel like really well rested for the day.
So there's only 2 questions left in Business Besties questionnaire, but like, how do you know you're in perimenopause? Like, I don't know if I am. I don't think I am.
I think the only
I sleep
reason.
fine.
Okay. Well, this is like a big reveal. I don't know if I want to say it. Well, there.
Know about your sex drive?
Yeah. Oh,
Well, like it's high.
yeah. So there's been 2 or 3 things. The first is I had a hysterectomy a
Okay.
year and a half ago, and my doctor said that it might throw me into it, but I didn't really notice it. Then I started having TMI, bladder issues. I was like, I think I have overactive bladder, and we tried some different medications for it, and nothing has worked. And so I just have to go to the bathroom multiple times a night. Now, granted, I bore 3 children, so I'm kind of like, this is probably
your fault.
it's totally
It's your children's fault. That's right.
so there's that. So then I just am having the opposite reaction than a lot of my friends. Their libido is completely down, and I am literally having the opposite. I am loving life right now. So I did just go to the doctor, and I had my blood work done, and so I'm waiting to hear back to see what's going on with my hormones.
So what makes you think you're in perimenopause? The fact that you're like,
I think the brain fog, and I think the libido, like being crazy, is
I always thought menopause brought it down.
it can do either or.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's the rare exception to have it be.
Okay, next episode, perimenopause symptoms.
I know it's all right. Well, I think we should really look this up because I'm just guessing, but it's something along the lines of like, it's like basically 10 years before menopause. So
We should ask Dr. Mary Claire to join us.
we should. And she's like, wait, who are you again?
I think she would join us. I'll reach out.
No.
Okay, 2 questions left. Okay, this one is so weird. If your business were an animal, what would it be?
Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah, I veto that one.
No, I don't.
Like,
We're not going that one. Okay.
we're gonna skip that one.
Next one. What's your proudest small win that no one knows about? I think I swear we should follow up with our own on a big win, but like
Proudest small win that no one knows about. Proudest small win. I did save that family from burning building. I just don't. I don't have to brag about it.
Hey, can we stop with? We passed over if your business were an animal, what would it be? But can I tell you, I interviewed for a position once at a hospital, and the last interview question they asked me is, if you were an animal, what would you be?
That's a really
You
weird.
think that's weird?
So weird. What was
Well,
your
I saw a
answer?
psychologist position. My answer was, I believe it was a dog, because a dog is loyal
Mm-hmm.
and wants to please the owner, and it's very cuddly and sweet and has no like
Ulterior.
yeah, exactly. And later, so I didn't get that job. I ended up getting another job, but it ended up being in a similar vein, like in the regional position of the girl who interviewed me. And down the road, she's like, "Oh yeah, I still remember your question to that answer." She kind of laughed and wanted to be like, "That's a fucking weird question to be."
It is like weird.
I'm not sure a dog is a weird answer.
No, it's because I think it's probably. I would bet that's most people have that answer.
When you say a dinosaur,
Oh, and what do you think? Think of an animal. A lot of people.
Oh, right.
A bear. I mean, a dog.
right, it's weird.
So I think it's a weird question because no one thinks in that way.
Right.
Nobody thinks in that way. And if I ever ask you a question like that, it's because it's funny for me, not because
What are you going to gain from that?
nothing.
Exactly. Okay, last question. What's your proudest small win nobody knows? No, not the last question. I'm going to add, what's your biggest win?
That I've also. It's the what animal you think you are, Natalie.
Now, that's a different question.
Yeah,
An animal you think you are
is different than your business.
correct.
Yes.
Ooh.
I don't know.
All right,
That's a totally different situation.
small win and big win. Biggest
I don't know if I can even think of a small one that someone doesn't know about, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let me hold on. It's not even really a small win. I think this is very personal to me, but I feel like, especially because I have 2 girls in college right now, that owning a university while my 2 girls are in college has made them so proud of me.
Oh, I love that.
That is cool.
Like, I'm tearing up. Like, it's so meaningful that they love what I do and that they're so proud of me.
That's so sweet.
Look at you.
So small win, but actually kind of a big
A massive win, actually.
What would
It's a
you say
massive
about
win.
your biggest win?
Something bigger than that. Bigger.
crying. It's proud. I think my big win, I'm not going to name specific members, but like I have members who tell me like not only has it changed their lives, but like their family members look at them differently.
Oh, yes.
Like that their family members are like, well, and I had someone say that they first of all, they made all the money back from the program, which of course makes me happy, right?
Yeah.
The goal. And like, especially with the degrees, it's been fascinating. Like people are like, the degrees matter. Like it makes their family members recognize and respect them in ways that I just like, I'm so proud. I'm so glad for them. Makes me mad that it takes a degree for a family member to recognize you like that. But if that's what it takes, heaven, let's do it. Let's just do it.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think the three of us are very fortunate in that we can genuinely say, and we can genuinely say it because our students have said to us that we have changed our programs, I should say, have changed people's lives. And again, it is because our students have taken action on the resources that we've given them. But there are, we all had times when we feel down, right? When we're like, what am I doing with my life? What's going on? And I remember, I don't know, it was a couple of years ago, but I was kind of like just having one of those days like, what am I even doing? Where am I going? What's going to happen? And I had this moment of like, no matter what else I do with my life, I have had a positive, I have changed my business and creating my business has changed people's lives for the better. And that is, we are so lucky to be in. I know that the three of us, that is true for the three of us, that we're so lucky to be able to say that. No matter what else we do with our lives, no matter what else, if everything were to stop tomorrow, we have done something that has made the world better for other people. And that is we are so lucky. So lucky. So many people will never get the opportunity to experience that. And it is a profound gift. It is a profound honor. It's also incredibly humbling. But it is, thank goodness for that. Because really on those low days, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what this life is, but at least I have helped some people. So that's my little one. Yeah, I don't know if I have like a little, just, you gotta have a little win. Little win. I mean, nothing immediately comes to mind. We all have like little wins every day that we don't even, that just kind of like, oh, all right, this happened. Or like, yay, someone, or like, ooh, oh, go, girl.
Let it out.
Go, Natalie.
Is it dirty?
I wish.
That's a big win.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I think I could name off a ton more big wins than small wins.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. So I would say right now for a small win, just because it's the time of year, this is a time of year the Alzheimer's Association does like their walk to end Alzheimer's. And there is a Trailblazer out in California who every year in California, whoever raises the top money for the Alzheimer's Association gets a specific table at the walk to end Alzheimer's. And so if you're in the top 5 of fundraisers, you get a table. And so the last 2 years, this will be the 3rd year, she has been in the top 5 fundraisers.
Wow.
And what she does is she has a table and she has a big old banner and it's called SoCal Trailblazers for Southern California Trailblazers. And she always asks me to send her, do you have cards, flyers, brochures? Right? Like she's literally raising money for the Alzheimer's Association. But when she gets there, it's like
She wants to share
it's in
your program.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she just emailed me the other day to say she's going to be in the top 5. If I have anything, I want to send her away. I'm like, that's just really like
It's so beautiful that she would do that, but that she feels so compelled to do that because your program is so good and had such a positive impact on her life and on the other Trailblazers that she knows. I mean, like how lucky are we that we get to say that we have done this in our lives.
And it's amazing too. And I feel like part of my heart just really breaks for her because she's still in the midst of caring for her husband, and she has been caring for him for like almost a decade. She's had it. She's like, and I'm just like, like what compels you to keep doing this? You know what I mean? Like, it's just amazing. So I say that's the small win, but it's a big win, right?
Mm-hmm. It absolutely is.
And then I would say the big win is exactly what you described about how to change people's lives. But if I had to say, like, what's the most recent big win, I would say a traditional book deal.
Yeah, that is cool. And it's not just a traditional book deal. You're selling yourself a little short there, kid. You were approached by the publisher asking you if you would be interested in writing a book. Because and don't get me wrong, a traditional book deal is a big deal no matter what. But a lot of people have to put together a proposal and then reach out to an agent and then reach out to a publisher. For you, the publisher came to you and asked you if you would be willing to write a book. And that is a massive deal.
It's pretty cool because I knew I wanted to write a book and I had already started writing one.
Mm-hmm.
And I had started thinking about Jenna. Actually, one of my very good friends sent me a book called like A Guide to Literary Agents because she said, you're going to have to find an agent. So I actually got it. But I ordered one on Amazon for Jenna. I'm like, Jenna, figure this out. But like, of course, right? No, boss. But like literally a week later, I'm on the pickleball courts. It's in the morning. I should have been working. And my watch, so I communicate to her through Voxer. Like filming alert, I will get on my watch as an alert, like importance. And all I saw was, can you explain to me why a major publisher is contacting you? And that's all I saw. And I'm in the middle of a game. I'm like, what is? So like I finished the pickleball like league, the game that morning. And it was like, she's like, why is a major publisher reaching out to you asking you if you've ever considered writing a book? Right? Isn't that crazy?
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is a big win.
Yeah.
Really big.
And she actually found me on Instagram. Even though I say none of that stuff really matters, it's YouTube for me. The publisher found me on Instagram.
That's interesting.
I think that happens a lot. We tell that to our designers. Like they were like online platforms. Because the thing is, you don't know where you're going to find.
Yes.
You know, when I still own Mini Lou, we found our 15 designers from like probably 6 different websites. And we just went and dug around until we could find the designers with the exact right looks we were looking for. Same thing, I'm assuming, with publishers. They're kind of digging around. It's whatever platforms they're on to figure out who they want to work with. So it is tough because every time I'm kind of like, why am I on this platform? I'm like, well, we better stay there.
You
never know.
Watching.
That's a great point. So the book that I wrote was not a major publisher. Yours, major publisher. The one I wrote was not a major publisher, but it was still it was not self-published.
You had to write a book.
And they reached out to me. No, they said, all right, we're talking to a couple of different people. Please put together your proposal, what you would do. But presumably they found me from, I never asked them where they found me.
That's pretty cool.
You know what I will say would be a cool podcast episode for the future? Would be like things you said no to that really looked back in your best, when you look back, it was in your best interest.
Yeah.
To say no to.
Yes. Because the reason I'm thinking about that is I was approached by a publisher once before. And once I talked to them, it wasn't a major publisher. I actually can't even remember the name. I thought it wasn't a great deal. It didn't feel right to me.
Yeah.
And I passed it on to another, you would consider her a dementia influencer.
Mm-hmm.
I passed it on to her. She was so excited. I felt so bad. She worked for a year on this book and eventually the book deal, I don't know, I never asked her about it, but like it didn't go through and she was very upset. She like posted publicly about it not happening. And I'm like, yeah, I just knew that wasn't
The
it.
right one.
You know?
Yeah.
So like, even though you kind of want to take every opportunity that comes your way, some opportunities are just not meant for you.
Yeah. So it was nice of you to try to send it on to somebody else, though,
Because it could have benefited her if the company.
I mean, I feel bad now looking back at what happened, but like she had to vet that herself, right?
Yeah, you didn't have it on thinking it was going to fall through, of course.
For sure.
Well, I mean, honestly, there is that element of taking a moment to really evaluate what works best for you. And I think that comes with a little bit of experience. And yeah.
You know what also I think would be a future good episode would be something along the lines of, do you think being in a helping role or helping profession, like having a really good heart, somehow holds you back in being successful in business?
I would like to ask you, do you feel like...
But don't you think that would be a really good, anyway. I think that's enough for today. That was our business besties questionnaire.
I thought it was really fun. I just thought of another very small win.
Tell me.
Oh, please.
Because we just talked about a whole bunch of big wins. I was like, how do you figure out small wins? And I just thought of one. seeing you two wear the University of Arts and Design sweatshirts all week.
We are currently wearing University of Arts and Design sweatshirt. And what I love about it is because a designer designed it, it's actually super cute. I love it. I love the color. I love the font. I love the way it looks. We literally wore it around town all day.
Yeah.
What I will say though,
Good quality
like
sweatshirt.
when you think about, like unexpected side effects or unexpected like bonuses or pleasant things that have happened in life, I can honestly say one of the best things that has happened to me from starting a business has been meeting you two.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
So true. Absolutely. You guys are two of my very closest friends, and I expect that until the day we die and beyond.
Yeah.
Depending on what you believe when it comes
Like
to
through all the highs, through all the lows, through all the like pretty and not so pretty details of our lives. Like I just love having you guys in my life.
I think that being able to be vulnerable and hear those things is really powerful too, because no one else understands it.
Mm-hmm. But what I will say, and to end it, one of the traits you have that's really good is like we also will call the other person out when it's like, hey, we don't really see you living up to whatever. And I think you're really great at asking questions in a way that gets to that. Like, so like, Natalie, do you really think that's because of this or because of that?
You are so right.
She has
You're so right. You do that.
Yes.
In a very gentle, supportive way.
It's so gentle and it's so supportive. Every time she does it, my brain is like, that's the thing. But I never call it out because I don't ever want to call out like what it is that you're doing and for fear that you will stop it.
I never noticed it. I never noticed myself.
You did it today. You did it today when we were sitting at the beach. And I just love it so much. Yeah. What did I say?
That's so true. You're right. You just, it's the most like you. It's with
the Hawaii thing.
It's with genuine curiosity.
It was towards her.
Yeah. You ask things with genuine curiosity
Because I really do want to know.
Yeah, I know, but
you all
also in way.
It's exactly. It's with genuine curiosity, but you also are kind of you also maybe have some thoughts, and you would like to encourage us with love to consider something for ourselves.
Yes.
And it's
always biased. And
Yeah.
this brings me to another idea for our podcast, which would be like a spotlight on each other, where you're going to feel very uncomfortable, but we're really talking about like what we do this about you,
That makes me think. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you. I just get so excited.
Okay.
So I saw something that there's like a dating thing where you put together a PowerPoint presentation and you pitch your friend to an audience.
Yes.
I feel like we could do the same thing, just pitching our business bestie.
That's
to
a great
the world.
idea.
Put a PowerPoint.
Be like, here's what you need to know about why she is
there.
one.
It would be a Canva presentation.
But yeah,
Are we allowed to do that?
I mean, I would be willing to do Keynote, but
No, I am not working in anything besides Canva. Okay.
wow.
Hey, it's okay. I'll fix it all in Adobe Illustrator.
Okay. Well, all right. That's a round.